You've checked every box. You drink a gallon of water a day, your vanity is covered in vitamin C serums, and your nightly routine involves 7 different steps. Yet, when you look in the mirror under these bathroom lights, the face looking back still looks exhausted. It has a flat, matte texture, a gray, shadowed quality that seems to absorb light rather than reflect it. The irony of modern skincare is that the very efforts you're making to fix this are often the primary cause of the dullness itself. To understand why, we have to look at what dullness actually is. It's not a permanent skin type, it's a physical state. Under a microscope, your skin surface isn't a smooth, uniform barrier. It's more like a graveyard of dead, dehydrated cells and microscopic debris trapped in hardened oils. When light hits a rough, uneven surface like this, it scatters in different directions. Instead of the clear, sharp reflection we recognize as a glow, the light becomes diffused, making the skin appear flat and muddy. This creates a cycle called the skincare sabotage. When we notice our skin looks dead, the instinct is to attack it. We assume the skin is dirty or clogged, so we reach for foaming cleansers that strip every drop of oil, followed by aggressive manual scrubs and a rotating door of high-strength active ingredients. We try to force a radiance into existence by working against our own biology. This aggression backfires. Every time you overwash or scrub, you damage the acid mantle, the delicate lipid layer that regulates your skin's health. When this mantle is compromised, your skin loses the ability to hold on to moisture. It enters a state of chronic inflammation, which actually slows down its natural ability to shed those dead cells. You're effectively locking the graveyard in place by trying to scrape it away. The harder you work to fix the surface, the more you disrupt the internal systems responsible for its appearance. Breaking this cycle requires a shift in focus. You have to stop trying to create a glow and start supporting the biological environment that produces it naturally. Look at this cross-section of the epidermis. Right at the surface, you see the stratum corneum, those flat, spent cells. But directly beneath them are the keratinocytes, plump, hydrated, and vibrant cells waiting to rise. This is the engine of radiance. When your barrier is healthy and your cellular turnover is functioning correctly, these bright cells reach the surface in a steady, organized wave. Conventional routines treat the skin like a surface to be polished, but that's a temporary fix. By stripping the lipids with harsh chemicals, you expose these new cells before they are structurally ready. They hit the air, lose their water content instantly, and become part of the very dullness you're trying to remove. Radiance happens when the barrier remains undisturbed, allowing these new cells to reach the surface with their moisture levels intact. This starts with the gentle reset. If your face feels tight or squeaky clean after washing, you have already failed the first step. That tightness is the feeling of your lipid barrier being dissolved. Moving to a non-foaming, oil-based or milky cleanser ensures you remove surface debris while leaving the protective fats, the ceramides and fatty acids, exactly where they belong. To assist this process without causing damage, we have to change how we exfoliate. Physical force, using walnut shells or sugar scrubs, creates micro tears that trigger inflammation and moisture loss. Liquid exfoliants, like lactic or mandelic acid, work differently. They don't scrape the skin. They dissolve the desmosomes, the tiny protein bridges that act as glue holding dead cells to your face. By dissolving the glue, you allow the graveyard to lift away without disturbing the living tissue beneath. When you align your routine with the skin's 28-day shedding cycle rather than fighting it, the skin begins to function as a unified, light-reflective surface. If this biological approach to skincare is helpful, consider subscribing to the channel. We break down the science of health every week. Now, let's look at the specific way you're likely misusing your most expensive ingredients. Once the surface is clear of debris, the next phase is hydration layering. This isn't just about applying cream, it's about the physics of how your skin holds on to water. This is where a common mistake occurs. Many people use hyaluronic acid as their primary solution for dullness. They wash their face, pat it completely dry, and apply the serum. On dry skin, this ingredient can actually become a liability. Hyaluronic acid is a humectant, meaning it behaves like a molecular sponge. It is designed to pull water toward itself. If the surface of your skin is dry and the air around you is low in humidity, that sponge has nowhere to pull from but inside your face. It siphons water from your deeper dermis, brings it to the surface, and lets it evaporate into the room. You end up more dehydrated than when you started. The correct approach is the moisture sandwich. By applying your serum to a damp face, you provide the humectant with an immediate external water source to grab. Then you immediately apply a heavier occlusive moisturizer. This creates the physical seal you see here, trapping that water and forcing it down into the tissue. This internal saturation is what creates the plump look that reflects light so effectively. Using high-quality ingredients incorrectly can be as counterproductive as not using them at all. The glow you're looking for is simply the visual result of light hitting a fully saturated, smooth cellular structure. Because these changes are based on your skin's actual biology, the results follow a very specific timeline. In the first 24 hours, you'll notice an increase in plumpness simply because you've stopped siphoning water out of your dermis. By day 7, the liquid exfoliants will have finished dissolving the protein bonds of the top layer, leading to a smoother texture. By day 30, you will see the results of a full cellular turnover, the time it takes for a new cell to travel from the base layer to the surface. However, even a perfect routine can be undermined by one internal variable: cortisol. Cortisol is the hormone released during chronic stress. Biologically, high cortisol levels trigger a process that breaks down collagen and slows down the production of the natural oils your barrier needs to stay sealed. If you are constantly in a high-stress state, your cellular turnover engine stalls. The dead cells stay on the surface longer, and no amount of serum can override that hormonal signal. When the barrier is healthy, the hydration is sealed, and your stress levels are managed, your skin begins to function as a mirror. Light hits the surface and bounces back clearly, revealing the natural color and vitality of the tissue beneath. This isn't a temporary effect from a product. It's the appearance of skin that is finally being allowed to function as it was designed. Radiance is the side effect of a healthy biological system. If you've been struggling with dullness, let me know in the comments which of these steps you're going to try first. Was it the damp skin trick or switching to liquid exfoliants? Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more deep dives into the science of your skin. I'll see you in the next one.